Okay, so the basis of this interview today is that we just want to kind of get to know you and understand your background and what you do, in society. How do you incorporate your education and your knowledge into making our world a better place, right? So I guess to first start off, just kind of introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Yo, what's up, everyone? My name is Samuel Tadeo. I'm actually 20 years young out here from North Carolina. Originally born in El Salvador, came to the United States in 2015 in chasing a dream. And what was the dream? To see my mom one more time. I always had like my mom actually came to the United States. She immigrated here when I was just around 3, 4. So she left me pretty young. I didn't recall how she looked like, none of that, because I was pretty young. Why did she do that? To chase a better life for me? I remember, just every day asking myself, when am I gonna see her? When am I gonna see her? Just wanting it. And I remember 2015, I actually got the chance to come here. There's a lot more that goes into detail, but it's all in my Instagram. It's all in my Instagram. Getting here to the United States was just a paradigm shift, like literally total, like seeing a whole new world, whole new language, whole new culture, not being around people that I knew. That's when I got uncomfortable, and that's where life made me uncomfortable to get comfortable once again. What I mean by that, the life really pushed me to get just so I could really find who is it that I was. I remember being here in the United States, was looking for a job. I was like not really looking for a job, but was looking what I really wanted to do. I remember just thinking that I wanted to be a lawyer to help out my people, because I went through that phase, myself. But COVID came around, changed things around for me. And then I didn't really saw much, into it. Like, I didn't see much into it for lawyers anymore, just because the simple fact that Zoom existed, all these other things. I was like, there's so many more amazing things I can really help out people so they can stay back at home and they don't have to make the journey all the way here to the United States. That's when I stumbled upon, now my man decided to text me one day. I remember he texted me when I was, it was COVID time, 2020. I think I was just scrolling in my room, TikTok, what everybody else was doing. I was seeing people make money from TikTok, but I was too young. I was 16, so I didn't really pay attention much. And there was nobody that really looked like me for me to be like, oh, I want to do that. Usually back then you only see, people who didn't look like I was or came from the same background that I did. I remember around that time, I also came upon, my mentor. He was just posting 365 days of a run. When I actually decided to text him on his comments, he texted me back. I actually left him open for 2 whole years because I thought he was weird for texting, for asking if I went to school or I worked. I didn't really understand much of the space. Continuing that, I remember I texted him 2 years later, asking him what he was doing, because he was traveling, doing all these amazing things. And that's where he actually invited me to a personal development convention. I said no to the first one, but then he invited me to the second one, and I said yes to that one. I actually took a leap of faith. March 18, 2023. I flew to Orlando, Florida for a personal development convention. That's where everything really changed for me. That's when I actually dive into, the world of digital entrepreneurship. That's when I started understanding how, social media worked. That's when I started understanding how the economy truly worked in this country, and how I didn't really need it to really work for someone else's dream my whole life, or really look at the 40, 60 year mark, instead of that looking at the 5-year mark, working for 5 whole years to get the rest of my freedom, instead of working 60 years to get freedom. That's when that started coming in. I remember like it's been about a year or so of change, because when I started this journey, I got so many things thrown at me. I actually lost my job. I remember getting a ticket on my 19th birthday. On my birthday, actually June 19th, I got a ticket going to a event that I had in Virginia. I remember going to court. I was about to go to jail for 6 whole months. It was all these things that were just happening around me. And I was like, why is this happening? And then in August, I actually got back on my feet 2 months later, which kind of got me 2 months behind. But it's just like the saying goes, fail forwards. I fail a bit so I can move forward. And that's the same thing that's been going throughout this journey. Now what I do is I actually practice in the foreign exchange markets. For a lot of you guys know it as trading, Forex, but I like to see it as a foreign exchange, because there's so much more than just seeing money. There's a whole skill set that's truly gonna free you. Then on top of that, I also study the crypto world, cryptocurrencies, Web3, all those amazing things. I also practice social media skill sets. Like right now, I'm working on my whole social media page to have a social media agency in the future. I also have a regular 9 to 5, which everybody really does have, because nowadays in this economy, it doesn't matter if you're a real entrepreneur, it doesn't matter if you're making money from trading, you still need to have a job to make that income so you can keep putting into the charts. Because it will take you more than 1 year, it will take you more than 2 years. And in reality, if you look at it, you're actually working 5 years. Let's say it takes you 5 years to do trading. In reality, that's so much. That's what, like 1/6 of, not even 1/6 of how much you were gonna work for 60 plus years nowadays. In this
Yeah.
economy, it's getting worse and worse, for people who are just working their whole life. But I found the skill set of trading, so I know in the next 3 years I'm gonna be free.
So, Sam, I want to ask you this question for anybody that's seeing this or maybe seeing this. You said Forex. What is Forex? Can you explain that to people that may not know
So
what
in more
Forex
simple
exactly
terms,
is?
Forex just so what's Forex? So a lot of people, when you think about the word Forex, people think about that there's nothing that comes to the head. Now, when you say stocks, they see the charts. So Forex
Yeah.
is I wouldn't say some type of stock, or because the stocks at the end of the day is investments, it's long term. Forex is more for like in and out. So for Forex, you can make money buying while you can make money selling. Forex is determining where the economy will really go to, or the price of a there's such a thing known as metals, or indices, or all these things. It's just all these terms, but Forex is a space that you can really scale it up and make the money whenever you want. You wouldn't just make money when you wouldn't just make money when there's a 3% raise. You will make money when there's 100%. You will make money when the chart just is going up, or let's say you have the bias of the market selling. When I mean market, I mean like the whatever pair. Like for example, you know how there's in stocks there's like you have Tesla, you have Apple. In Forex,
Yeah.
you have pairs like you have pairs such as GBP USD, which is the exchange of currency between the Japanese yen and the US dollar. That's
Okay.
GBP USD. Then you got pairs such as XAU USD, which is the exchange of gold with the US dollar. So what you do in Forex is you basically determine where the price should be going to. You're basically determining if you're going to be selling or you're going to be buying. That's what basically what Forex truly is for people who don't really understand it. Does that make sense?
So it's to my understanding that you currently trade within the market physically.
Yeah, I do trade physically.
Okay, so do you have any investments into portfolios? Can you kind of elaborate on what that is?
So investment into my portfolio, not quite yet, just because I don't do investments. I focus more on the Forex exchange, because for me, the investments, at the end of the day, you have to realize that you're just making money for the market, just a percentage of the whole market going up. For me,
Yeah.
it's more about making money every single day, or
Yeah.
every moment I really care. When I get to open a phone, I want to be able to make money from selling or buying, not only when the company goes good, or not only when or something like that goes good. Does that make sense?
What I want to know is why should our youth of society be concerned with trading or stock markets or the economy? Why is it important?
It's important. Why is it important? It's important because that can really get to know that can really show you, where is it that, so at the end of the day, Forex is trillions of dollars. And obviously, me myself, or an everyday person doesn't have, trillions of dollars. Who has the trillions of dollars? Banks. Who has the trillions of dollars? Governments, like Federal Reserves, all those amazing things. So when it came down to just, understanding Forex, for me was like, okay, how can this benefit me and or other people? I realized that can help you understand where the price of the economy is going, how healthy the economy is, what assets or what things you should be buying into. Like for example, I am a gold trader. A lot of people trade gold. I'm a gold trader. What does that mean? That I basically look at the price of gold, and it can be a really good thing because you can really see when it's a good time to buy gold and when it's a really bad time to buy gold. Does that kind of elaborate a bit about what you were asking?
Definitely, definitely.
Mhm.
And so when I was kind of thinking about what you're saying is, you come from, relatively an impoverished country into a place where you do not necessarily know or at all. And so, what instilled to you
the motivation to actually care about the financial market or just in your life general, because you have every excuse per se to say, oh, my life is hard, I came from this background, but yet you chose a better path for yourself. So what instilled that motivation?
Honestly, I wouldn't say so much motivation because motivation die. I would call it more inspiration.
Okay.
Because for me, just seeing where I come from and just seeing that nobody around me really does it, and seeing how many people before me have not done it, inspire me to really be the one to make that change into my, into my culture. Because I'm Latino. I was born in Salvador. Not many people from Latino background look into Forex. As a Latino, a lot of people only look at, a Caucasian man or a white woman or a white man, an older white man or a middle-aged white man doing this. So for me, it was like, damn, I could really be that change to this. I could really be the one to really impact the lives of thousands through Forex. Why? Because at the end of the day, for me, I saw this as a skill set that is gonna help me, and it's gonna help, millions of sons and daughters of immigrants. Because at the end of the day, one of the goals that I have in my life, in my whole life, is to really not help so much immigrants, but help out kids of immigrants. Why? Because of the paradigm that they have on. Because of the mind. Because when you grow up with this paradigm your whole life that, oh, you're just meant to work your whole life, you're just meant to chase the American dream. The new American dream is, let's be honest, is digital skill sets. And it's not even American dream anymore, it's world dream, because at the end of the day, everybody's looking into digital skill sets nowadays. The only two things that happen is that they don't know who does it that can help them and how to do them.
Yes.
So when you speak on digital skill sets, I know you mentioned e-commerce earlier, and you obviously trade in the Forex market. So is the Forex market, are you taking that, is that going to be your profession? Is that what you really want to go for in life?
So for me, as a profession, I wouldn't really say the Forex is totally, because for me, I see Forex as a vehicle. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? I see Forex as the vehicle that's gonna help me truly fulfill my desire, which is helping out millions of people. So at the end of the day, my true career, my true desire that I have is impact in this world. At the end of the day, my true desire is to really teach someone that needs that extra help. Teach somebody that needs that extra second hand. There's millions of kids who, just like me, are immigrants who they have installed in their head work, 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 work. Work for them is physical. It's, as a Latino, for most of us, work is what? Like construction, restaurant, dishwasher, cook, that's what we truly see as a good thing. But for me, it was like, damn, like, my true passion is to impact, is to speak on stages, is to help people, is to educate, not teach, but educate. Does that make sense?
And there was a saying that I was told a while back when I was younger. It says, in order to reach for the stars, you have to let go of the grass. And a lot of us out here, we're afraid to touch those heights of life, to make those impacts, because today's standards, we're taught to get things the wrong way. We're taught to go out there to rob and to just take from everybody. And not a lot of people have the same knowledge, especially at your age, to be conscious enough to know that there's a better way to go about making money, if that's your inspiration, or to make an impact in general. And so, for me personally, I really appreciate what you're doing in the conversation that you are providing for us, because whenever the viewers see this, they're gonna want to know more about that. It's gonna drive in them a hunger to have that same knowledge that you have. And I personally believe that they'll want to come to you because they can relate to you. I mean, and they can see that, oh, how is he this age and able to accomplish all these things? And so, yeah, I just, like I said, I really appreciate you for that.
Yeah, no problem, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, for me, I mean, like, it's like how I tell people, I may not have the physical results right now, but it's just like how like the saying goes, time will either expose you or time will promote you. At the end of the day, you have to realize that I'm not, like right now, this feeling that I'm feeling right now of yay, I'm making it happen. This feeling is a feeling that I'm not gonna remember 3 years from now. So I'm thinking about the feeling that's upcoming, because that's a feeling that's truly gonna impact me. That what I'm feeling right now, it's already gone. I'm not gonna remember it. Yes, I'm gonna be like, okay, I was sad that day. But for me, it's just like, okay, what's upcoming is really gonna hit me because I haven't experienced it. For me, the past I used it to connect, the present to live, and the future to look where is it that I'm going to. And that's what the life is truly about. Like, people have this, mainly people in my culture. And I like to relate a lot to my culture because Forex is, in my opinion, the thing that's gonna free a lot of us.
If you could paint a picture for the audience, where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years? Like, what are you doing? What is the future Sam doing? How is he making this impact?
Years, I see myself honestly scaling up, obviously my Instagram, getting it, to actually, reach out places that I haven't even been to. Does that make sense? That's how I want, like, I see myself doing that. I see myself traveling. I see myself speaking in stages. I see myself, being that answer to many people's prayers. I see myself, really every day waking up, like, checking in my charts. Okay, we're good. We make some money in the morning. Do, like, mark up my charts, take some trades, go to sleep, wake up in profits. We're good for the day. We don't gotta make any more money because we got it. So I see myself traveling the world, truly living that life that people worked for 60 years. That's what I see myself doing in the matter of 5 years, in the matter of, because I've been doing this for a year and a half. I haven't even hit 2 years. And for me to already know the skill set, like, in reality, a lot of people come into Forex wanting the money, chasing the money. But let me tell you, you chase the money will run away from you. Just like how you would chase a dog. You chase a dog and the dog, bites you or he runs away from you. That's the same thing that will happen with, money. So you have to come into Forex, think about the skill set. At the end of the day, you have, in this world, you have right now and nowadays, you have three choices. You can either go to college and get a regular 9 to 5 and work six, like, go to college for Ep.4, like, depending on the career, or, have your college job or your college career. And nowadays, those people who have a college career even have to work a regular 9 to 5, a blue collar worker job. So they really have two jobs. You have the other option, which is just be a blue collar worker, work your whole life, really be struggling sometimes paycheck to paycheck. Okay. Or you have the last choice to really suck it up right now, have your regular job, even go to college, do whatever you gotta do, but at the same time learn a skill set. I'm telling you guys, every single day, it's more noticed where the economy is going. It's more noticed where the world is going. Next thing you know, half of the jobs that are really do physical wise, they're gonna be gone. And by who? AI. So why, instead of using AI to take away your job, use AI to help you? That's when Forex really helping. That's when Asa Forex is a different place, because Forex is gonna allow me to have the freedom. That's where I see really see the economy going to. If you know Forex, you're gonna be living good. If you know how to invest, you're gonna be living good. If you know digital skills, you're gonna be living good. And you're gonna have the bots working for you. You won't have to hire any mates. All you really have to do is buy a bot, and you can literally just have it do whatever you program it to. That's where I see myself. So yeah, guys. So that's pretty much what I got.
Definitely. Noah, we really appreciate your time today. That's all the time we have. But real quickly before we go, just go ahead and drop your name and shout out your accounts and just let everybody know who you are.
Okay, guys, my name is Samuel Tadeo Regalado. My IG, my Instagram, or any of my social media platform is IAM Samuel Tadeo. Oh, someone just spell it IAMSAMUEL Because the only reason why I named that my Instagram that way is because I'm him. I want to be authentic. I want to be myself. So that's why I went with I am. Be proud, like, guys, be proud of you. Be proud of who you say that you are. Be proud of your last name. Be proud of your name, because in reality, that's who God meant for you to be. And I know this sounds a little controversial, but I tell a lot of people, no matter if you're white, no matter if you're black, no matter if you're Hispanic, no matter if you're Latino, no matter if you're gay, no matter if you're straight, no matter if you're trans, no matter what is it, at the end of the day, what matters is what's inside of you, that desire that you have inside of you to make an impact in this world. Make this world a better place, not a worse place. Make this world a place of happiness, not a place of anger. Make this world somewhere where our next society can come into and truly be their authentic selves by the end of the day with God in the center of it all. That's how I move life every single day, with God at the center of it all, not with everybody, everything else. Because we have so many labels around this society that labels us as human beings, that at the end of the day, the only one who knows who is it that you truly are is yourself. Don't allow outside circumstances to make you believe who is it that you are. Does that make sense? Right.
Yeah,
That's how I want to end it off, guys. Thank you guys so much for inviting me. I'm ready to see you guys at the top.
of course. Thank you, man. That was some amazing value, Sam. Thank you, bro, and keep doing what you're doing, man. You're got a bright future, bro. Thank
All
you.
right, let's do it. All right. First things first, ask yourself. So this is something I had to ask myself when I first, stumbled upon, the digital platform that I partnered up with, because in this digital platform, they have all this amazing digital skill sets. So I had to choose the one that really fits me the best. So first things first, choose something that no matter if you lose money, no matter if you win money, you will still push through it without it. You know what I'm saying? Without the money, just the skills. Just think about that. I'll be honest, guys. I made $500. I made $1,000. There's times I lost $2,000. But at the end of the day, it's just about you pushing. It's just about you growing through it. So you have to find first things first as something I'm gonna put it this as skill set, something that nobody can take away from you, something that nobody, not even a bot can take away from you. Okay. Second thing, make sure that you enjoy it. Make sure that it makes you happy. Third thing, make sure it's something that you can leave a legacy for. A legacy, because at the end of the day, when you have kids and you're struggling paycheck to paycheck, and your kids are like, Dad, I need some money. Mom, I need some money. Okay. Or even your grandkids, oh, Grandpa, what were you, like, imagine just your grandkids. Oh, Grandpa, what are you doing in this world? My friend Tommy over there, his dad was an investor. He impacted the lives of millions. So what do you do? I want to know. I want my grandkids to be like, oh, shoot, my grandpa really did that. My dad really did that. So that's why I look into. I don't really think about just myself, but the impact of the legacies that are to come. I don't want to keep going with the legacy of the lows of the lows. I want to be the first, because I know I am already, and I know I'm gonna be the first, millionaire or even billionaire, if God allows me to, of my whole, family, or my whole country. Let's just say that.
So I want to bring up a maybe controversial topic. I just want your opinion on this, and I'm asking you genuinely. I know a lot of people use scanners, and I know there's a really 50-50 debate on scanners. Like, I've heard a lot of things about scanners, and I just feel like people get a little dependable on them, like they do work, but it kind of takes away from the trajectory of really knowing the market and being passionate for it, because they become so dependent on it. How do you feel about using scanners, and can you kind of give a quick explanation what scanners are?
So first of all, the scanners are basically like I was saying, artificial intelligence that was programmed to help a forex trader. There's some indicators you can use. Me myself, I'm a no indicator. I'm a naked eye trader. Indicators work. I'm not gonna lie. That's to tell you, use AI to help you instead of hurting you. I don't got anything against anybody who's an indicator, who uses indicators to help them. What works for you, for you. We don't have the same mindset. So for me, it's just like, okay, if you think indicators is the thing that's gonna make you your money, go ahead for me. And I'm saying, like, if you think that that's the thing that's really gonna make you, like, let's say, because I know for where we're going as an economy, it's really rare that really AI might even malfunction. How is it that we're heading as a society? So for me, it's just like, use that thing that's gonna work for you. If you feel like AI is helping you, then keep doing it. You feel like that's your thing, keep doing it. For me, I just go based on volume. I go based on, just understanding investors, because at the end of the day, you have to realize that the ones who will have the money in reality are humans, not robots, not bots. So for me, understanding that I'm a human, and those people who are trading as well, those people who have who are in firms, those people who are in government, those people who are in the the Federal Reserves of each country. They're humans just like me. Humans, we all have the same emotions: sadness, anger, happiness, joy, envy. We all have those same emotions. So for me, it was like when I came into Forex, it was just like they're humans. I'm humans. They can do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
We're just born in different years. I may be a little younger, but that doesn't mean anything in reality to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, of course. So, no, I love the answer. I just asked you that question because I know you really are passionate about this, and you are in the market. So I thought you'd be able to give a genuine answer to that, and that was a great answer. And last thing I would like to leave on: what advice, if any, do you have for this upcoming generation? Not just traders, but entrepreneurs and creators as a whole from all over the world. What advice would you give them, or word of confidence, or anything you could give them?
So one word I can tell them is, whatever you put in your mind, you can hold in your hand. What do I mean by that? If you think that that's your thing, keep chasing it, no matter what anybody tells you. No matter how long it takes, just know that eventually you will get there. Because at the end of the day, another thing I want to tell you is fall in love with the process. Don't fall in love with the results. Because once you get there, trust me, you're not going to want to keep going. For me, it's more than like, for me, each goal that I have is just a milestone. That's how I think about my life. I'm like, okay, I have this many years to live if God allows me to. So for me, each goal that I hit is a milestone. Just me understanding the market, that's a milestone. I'm not even done. I'm barely starting. Me making my first $10, me making 10 cents, that was a milestone to my marathon. That wasn't even the milestone world, that was the kilometer. That was 2 feet, you know what I'm saying? So in reality, look at this whole thing as a journey. Life is a collective of memories. So you want to make sure that whatever you go through, whatever skill set, make sure it's a collective of memories. At the end of the day, if you feel like I'm gonna be honest, if you feel like college is your thing and you feel like you want to go to it and that's your dream, go ahead for it. Don't allow this kind of podcast or this type of videos about people who are entrepreneurs like me, discourage you and be like, okay, let me go for entrepreneurship. And in reality, that doesn't even end up being your thing. Because let me tell you one thing, not everything is for everyone. you know we're such a diverse society, we're such a diverse world, that there's opportunity for everybody. The sun comes up for everybody. Does that make sense? There's nobody in this world that I can be like, okay, I don't see the sun ever. you know well, yeah, there's some people, but in reality, if you have all your sight, if you have everything, that you see the sun every single day, the same way, that way, chase the thing that makes you truly happy. Find your happiness. At the end of the day, what truly moves you, what truly pumps you, what truly is going to get you to the next level is love, joy, and knowing that that's the thing that's going to make an impact in your life. Okay, you don't want to leave this world without your kids or grandkids being like, my dad did that, my grandma did that. So that's how I look at it. And what makes you happy makes you happy. But at the end of the day, realize the consequences that come from that pleasure or that happiness.